So, hey everybody, and welcome to the next episode of Jonnychipz Weekly. This is episode number 75. My name is John Lunn, aka Jonnychipz, and it is Friday, the 3rd of June 2022. Hope you've all had a fantastic Jubilee long weekend, or you're going to get into it fairly soon anyway. Let's get on with the show. Let's jump straight on in. So yes, hey everybody, thanks for tuning in again. Hope you've had a fantastic week in work. I myself have taken quite a few days off this week to make this extra special long Jubilee weekend even longer this week. So all good, sun's out, the sun is shining, things are looking up, lots of things going on in work, lots of things going on in my personal life, which is all good, positive stuff, just keeping me very busy still at the moment. So hope you're all good wherever you are in the world, and thanks for tuning in, like I say. So, going to be quite a whistle-stop show this week because, obviously, it is the weekend, and I just popped over to do this weekly show just to really get on top of where things are, over the last week. So, anyway, let's get on with it. We'll jump straight on in with some community call-outs. First up, big shout out to Vanessa for dropping this over the Twitters over the last couple of days, really around a new way of learning, I guess. Microsoft have packaged together some great learning content, learning material to, help you on your journey to become either an Azure architect, solutions architect, or an administrator. So, I mean, if you want to hunt down Vanessa on Twitter's Vanny Anderson, or you can go over to the Tech Community blog and search for an article written by Lana Teh on the 24th of May. There's some great links out there around the Azure Skills Navigator. So, I mean, we've got two tracks effectively that have been put up at the moment. System Administrator or Solution Architect. And you can see there we've got some aka.ms links there to kind of jump into the resources. So, I mean, I've gone ahead and clicked on the Solutions Architect guide. And you're presented with a download page, so a skills navigator for solutions architects, and you can download this. I mean, this is a 10-page PDF, effectively, is what you're downloading, with a whole heap of information and links and things like that. But you can see that we get started with some learning topics here, takes you to the relevant pages, and you can see that every article in here has got hyperlinked into Azure Fundamentals. It's a free 6-part series. We've got fundamental Azure concepts, and it'll take you through, give you an estimate in time. It'll take you through either to Microsoft Learn material, it'll take you through to an article that you can read, or some other documentation that you can read, or some videos, things like that. So you can see that we've got a whole plethora of different fundamental concepts in terms of architectural components, privacy compliance. We've got things like Azure AD, implementing that identity, virtual machines, networking, designing the infrastructure solutions, and so on and so forth. It's a great set of learning resources if you really are looking to kind of pace your learning over over a good period of time. It's great to see. So design patterns, design principles for Azure applications, designing application architecture really is a great source of knowledge there. And you can see it even goes through to fundamentals of Bicep, all around Azure, DevOps with GitHub and Azure ADO, landing zones, quick start templates, loads of good stuff in there. So it's great to see that Microsoft have kind of packaged these up into this format, so we can kind of link to some of that resource and get ahead of the game, so to speak. So yeah, thanks for that, Vanessa. Really great resources. And like I say, there's another article there for the Azure System Administrator if you want to go and check that out as well. So huge shout out to Vanessa for making that known. Thank you for that. Let's move on. Just wanted to call out an old friend, Alex. He's doing some fantastic things. If you are into DevOps and you're using Jira at all, go and check out Alex. He's got a great YouTube channel where he's really helping us all understand Jira a lot more. You can see there he is an expert in Jira. He's been doing quite a lot of videos lately. Just wanted to call him out on Twitter, ApeTechDar on Twitter. Head over to his YouTube channel and give him some support, because I don't think he's too far away from hitting some great milestones at the moment. So just wanted to call Alex out. Thanks for your content, Alex. It's really appreciated. Next up, Again, an old friend across Twitters is Reshab. He's relaunching his Tech Careers YouTube podcast, PodTube, what you want to call them. Yeah, go and check that out. I was honoured to be a guest on it a little while back now, but just wanted to give that a quick shout out because Reshab retweeted that the other day. So big shout out. Hope you're keeping well. And finally, just another shout out to Chris. Now, Chris and April did a fantastic job last week of hosting the UK Day at MS Build. Chris has got the this Lunch Bite series that he's been working with Steph Rogers and Adam Jackson over the last few months. They did a recap this week with Steph Locke and Steve Dalai. Apologies, Steve, I pronounced that incorrectly. But yeah, go and show some support. Jump on in. You can get there, aka.ms/lunchbites, and then S1E4 is the latest episode. But yeah, it's a great little series that Chris has got underway at the moment. So just wanted to give that a little bit of a shout out as well. Okie dokie, let's get straight back into it then. What's going on in the wonderful world of the Welsh Azure user group? So yes, our next meetup is planned for Wednesday, the 15th of June, in just under 2 weeks' time. We will have two amazing speakers on again to talk about a couple of different areas this time. So Sagar Ladd is coming on to talk about real-time analytics or near real-time analytics using Azure Synapse. That's going to be a really interesting talk, I'm sure. I'm looking forward to that one. And then we've got Arundam Mitra coming on to talk around how do we fetch selective secrets without any access to a key vault or anything like that. He's got a couple of little demonstrations on how we can use secrets in pipelines and things like that, which are going to be really cool. So really looking forward to those two talks. Like I say, 15th of June, please do head on over. Either go at Welsh Azure on Twitter and find the RSVP link, or head on over to Meetup and search for the Welsh Azure user group. But yeah, really looking forward to seeing you there. So please do get involved. And just to finish off this little section, we're going to do what I've been up to this week. Jonnychipz on the side. Let's do it. So yeah, quick shout out to my guest last week, Kat Greenan, who came on to In Convo with, and yeah, we had a great chat. So really good episode last week. If you missed it, it's available below in the playlist, the In Conversation with playlist. But fantastic conversation. Kat is doing some fantastic things across the community at the moment. Go and check that out. Thanks for Kat for being such an awesome guest. But like I say, it is Friday, and we do have another episode being released today, this evening. It's with none other than Mr. John Jarvis. So John comes on to join me. Again, John is very prevalent in the Microsoft 365 community. He's got the Microsoft Spotlight user group and podcast. Really great chat with John again about the industry, about things that John has experienced in his career and finding his way into tech in the same way that we all have to a certain extent. But yeah, looking forward to that conversation tonight, 6:30 p.m. BST. If you can join us, please do take part in the chat and give us some feedback. I'm always after the feedback on these videos. But yeah, that is tonight. Also tonight, that I've forgotten to put the slide up on the screen, which I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to rapidly find it again because basically we've got it hosted on the Welsh Azure user group channel at the moment, but it's back to our live stream. We've got our episode tonight, When Ops Meets Dev, live stream tonight starting at 5 o'clock BST. So like I say, we've had a few weeks off for various different reasons, but that is back on tonight, 5 o'clock BST, with Robbie and Swami, looking to build that microservices container-based solution using all the different modern approaches, and we're trialing and testing a few different approaches and kind of talking about them as we do. So really good session, hopefully tonight. Like I say, if you can join us, 5 p.m. on the this YouTube channel. And then, like I say, In Convo with will be on at 6:30 p.m. So huge thanks to everybody for your support. And finally, I think we've hit the time to get on with our Azure news and updates. So without further ado, I think we shall just get straight into it. Here's the Azure news and updates for this week. Yes, and welcome to this week's Azure News and Updates. Okay, so as we had Microsoft Build last week, you can imagine this week is a little bit short on the update front, which is fine, which is understandable. Plus, it's a bank holiday weekend in the UK here, so lots going on, as we said before. So let's just jump straight on in. We've got about half a dozen different updates. So we will start off today with a public preview announcement around Azure Percept Dev Kit. There's a May 2205 software update. So new operating system firmware, USB cable, update image are in public preview. Just trying to see, there's no real notes on there other than to say there's one available. So if you do have the Azure Percept Dev Kit, go and get that update on there now. Next up, general availability. Storage optimizers, your VMs deliver higher performance for data analytics. So Microsoft has announced the GA of new storage optimized Azure VMs, the new LASV3 and LSV3 VMs. That series has been engineered to run workloads that require high throughput and high IOPS, including big data applications, SQL and NoSQL databases, distributed file systems, data analytics engines, and more. So if you do need that, then go and check that out. Next up, generally available Azure NC A100 V4 virtual machines for AI. So though that series of VMs has now gone GA, they're available in US East to US East, South Asia, East and West Europe at the moment. They're powered by NVIDIA A800 80GB Tensor Core PCI Express GPUs and 3rd Gen AMD EPYC Milan processors. It improves the performance and cost effectiveness of a variety of GPU-based, performance-based real-world AI training and inferencing workloads. So that's cool to see. So if you are doing any of that high GPU-based, so video analytics or picture scanning or things like that, that you're looking for that high performance, then we've got these range of VMs available to us in specific regions across Azure at the moment. So that's the Azure NC A100 V4. So they're available for those AI workloads that require those NVIDIA type GPUs. So go and check those out. GA, conversational language understanding. So the Lewis language understanding has been one of the fastest growing cognitive services, with customers deploying custom language models into production for various scenarios, from command and control IoT devices and chatbots to contact center agent assist scenarios. So the next phase in the evolution of Lewis is conversational language understanding, so CLU, which we are announcing today. Microsoft are announcing today, that was the 1st of June, as generally available feature of the new language service. So CLU includes multilingual transformer-based models as the underlying model architecture, and results in significant accuracy improvements over Lewis. So also new as part of CLU is the ability to create orchestration projects which allow you to configure a project to route multiple customizable language services. This includes question and answering knowledge bases, other CLU projects, and even classic Lewis applications. So if you're currently using Lewis, you're not required to migrate your application to CLU. However, CLU does represent that evolution of Lewis, so they're encouraging that you start to do that experimentation with CLU and provide any feedback that you might have. So there we go. Conversational language understanding, CLU, is now GA. Public preview manages your web application firewall policies in Azure Firewall Manager. That's interesting. So we've got that ability to manage the WAF policies as part of the Azure Firewall Manager now as well. That's in public preview. Go and check that out. GA, Azure Bastion IP-based connection, now supports connectivity to the Azure virtual machines on or on-prem resources via specified IP addresses. So when IP-based connection feature is enabled, Azure Bastion can be used to remote desktop or SSH onto an on-premise resource over ExpressRoute and site-to-site VPN. Good stuff. Okay, and finally today, generally available, new portal experience for Microsoft Artifact Registry. So also known as the Microsoft Container Registry, the MCR, is the primary registry for all Microsoft published container images. It offers a reliable and trustworthy delivery of container images with a syndicated catalog. So today Microsoft have announced, this was the 31st of May, Microsoft Artifact Registry website. With this update, you can now browse for Microsoft artifacts and container images on the Microsoft Artifact Registry website through the continued partnership with Docker. Users can also search for Microsoft Artifacts on Docker Hub. So that's good to see. So we've got this Artifact Registry here, and you can see there we can do a bit of a search across it for various different modules. So good to see. That's out now. So mcr.microsoft.com. I'm just having a little scan through there at the moment myself. There's quite a lot of cool stuff in there. So go and check that out. Anyway, there we go for now. That has been the news this week. Thanks everybody for joining in. It's been appreciated. Let's head back on over. Okie dokie. Yes, like I say, thanks everybody for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed the show this week. Just over 15 minutes. Nice little short, sharp, and to the point episode. So, look, that's been me for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to join us later for when Ops Meets Dev, and of course for In Convo with Tonight with John Jarvis. Really hope to see you there. But for now, enjoy your weekend, and I'll catch you all next week. Bye for now.